Someone disrespected you recently, and you probably let it happen. Not because you're weak, but because you didn't even notice it. That's how most disrespect works. It's not loud, it's not obvious, it's small, subtle, easy to ignore, and that's exactly why it keeps happening. Most people think disrespect looks like conflict, someone raising their voice, someone insulting you directly. But in real life, it almost never looks like that. It looks like someone talking over you, ignoring what you said, canceling plans last minute, and you telling yourself, it's not a big deal. But here's the problem. When something small happens repeatedly, it's not small anymore. It becomes a pattern. Let's start with something simple. You're talking, maybe with friends, maybe at work. You're explaining something, and someone interrupts you. Now pause here. Most people react the same way. They stop talking. They let the other person take over. And in their mind, they justify it. I don't want to be rude. I'll just let it go. But what just happened wasn't neutral. You just gave away your space. From the outside, it looks like your voice didn't matter enough to continue. And people notice that, even if they don't say it. Now imagine this happens again and again. Over time, people start expecting it. They interrupt you more. They talk over you more. Not because they hate you, but because you've shown them. There's no resistance. And human behavior is simple. If there's no resistance, people push further. Another situation, someone makes plans with you. Everything is set, and then, last minute, they cancel. No real explanation, no effort to reschedule. And you say, no worries. Maybe even, it's all good. Now again, one time is not the issue. But if this keeps happening, and you keep reacting the same way, you're sending a message. Your time is flexible. Your plans are optional. And slowly, people start treating you that way. Now let's talk about something even more subtle. Jokes. Someone makes a joke about you. Not too harsh. Just enough to get a reaction. People laugh. You feel slightly uncomfortable. But instead of addressing it, you laugh too. You go along with it because you don't want to create tension. But here's what happens. That moment becomes permission. It tells everyone in that situation, this is okay. And once something is okay once, it becomes easier to repeat. The reason you don't notice these things is because you're focused on being liked. You want things to be smooth. You want people to feel comfortable around you. So you ignore small moments. You let things slide. But respect doesn't work like that. Respect is not built by avoiding friction. It's built by having clear limits. Now here's the shift. You don't need to become aggressive. You don't need to react to everything. But you do need to become aware. When someone interrupts you, don't disappear. Let them finish and say, let me finish my point. When someone cancels last minute repeatedly, don't act like it's nothing. Pull back your availability. When someone crosses a line with a joke, don't laugh automatically. Pause. Let the moment sit. That pause alone changes the energy. Here's the truth most people avoid. People treat you based on what you allow, not what you say, not what you think, but what you tolerate. And tolerance is built through patterns, small moments, repeated over time. That's how respect is lost, not in one big event, but in quiet situations where you said nothing. At the end of the day, disrespect is rarely obvious. It doesn't come with warning signs. It shows up in normal conversations, normal interactions. And if you're not paying attention, you miss it. And when you miss it, you allow it. And when you allow it, it grows. You don't need to change who you are. You don't need to become someone else. You just need to notice when something crosses the line and respond calm, clear, without overthinking it. Because the moment people realize that there are limits, everything changes. And that's when respect starts to build.